So the German Shepherd dog, once noted as one of the best tactical dogs, also the dog that was the choice by many a policeman and also for military purposes, is at this time and age almost completely transferred to a show dog, and also the tactical applications, for example military or police works, have all, if not all, but almost all, have gone to other breeds, like for example the German Rottweiler, but especially Belgian Malinois, and to a lesser degree the Dutch Shepherd breeds. How come? When? Well, in the past this breed was developed as a herding breed, but also had a lot more dog-like character and was a good protection breed. A little bit bigger than Belgian Malinois and also Dutch Shepherd, so it had a lot more man-stopping ability, which is a good thing in case you want a dog that can protect you. But also was crossed into many breeding programs if you wanted to incorporate wolf blood and domesticated dog blood, for example Czechoslovakian wolfhound, but also the wolfhound that we developed in the Netherlands, Shilohs. Hoi hoi.
Oh.
And this was not all. Also the other way around. They crossed in a little bit of wolf blood again into the German Shepherd dog to increase its health and also other factors. So for a dog, which is quite a natural dog, it carries quite a lot of wolf blood. How can its health be now then such a drama? Yeah, well, it's the show world who has done this. They wanted a dog, and it was already one of the biggest shepherd dogs, as I mentioned. For example, the further nephews, Dutch and especially Belgian shepherd breeds are a lot smaller and more nimble, and they wanted to exaggerate this even more. And what did they do? If you look at the side, if you squat down the back end, the top will rise even higher, so the head will be held up even higher. And they did this, and as a result, the health of the hips at the back was extremely deteriorated. Especially hip dysplasia was a big factor now. And these dogs were no longer used for working ability, but only show ability, which further gave rise to bad health and bad character. So, because they were not longer trained for tactical purposes, the dog was just a beauty contest winner. And with those exaggerated looks, they increased over time and over time again, until we have the breed that we know now as a German Shepherd dog, which is completely unfit as a working breed. Of course, there are some breeders that still kept close to the original German Shepherd dog, and also bred the original coat, the longer haired coat German Shepherd dogs, and those are known as the old German Shepherd dogs. But still, those are far-fetched and also not recognized by FCE, so it's not a dog that they could show. On this morning walk we are going to talk about the Shiloh Shepherd. So what is a Shiloh Shepherd? Is it just a version of the German Shepherd dog we all know, or is it completely a different breed? Now let's start with the end. It is a version of the German Shepherd, but also a completely different breed, because it also carries other blood. So now starting with the beginning. In the past the German Shepherd came in a variety of coat lengths. Nowadays, like this is show version, it only comes with one coat length normally, which is not the long coat. It's a short coated German Shepherd. And also, due to the show breeding background of this dog also has become different in appearance. How so? Especially the back, as you can see here with my Patterdale Terrier. It should be straight and functional. The back of the current day German Shepherd is sloping dramatically, and they wanted to have the shoulders more towering, and they wanted to do this visual trick by decreasing the height of its loins, so the back was sloping very much to the bottom, and this is not functional. This is how a performance dog should work. With that also came a drastic increase in hip dysplasia and other joint problems within the German Shepherd breed. So one is they became less and less in variety, of coat colors, for example, also in builds, because they only bred with the short head version as a FCE registered show dog. And the second thing is that they bred in less functionality and lots of health problems. So what is a Shiloh Shepherd? A Shiloh Shepherd is a shepherd which also has many of the traits of the German Shepherd, but mostly a richer coat. And how did they do this? They introduced another breed, and that other breed is the Alaskan Malamute. The Alaskan Malamute is a sled dog, and of the sled dogs he's the biggest and the most even tempered. Samoyed is also a sled dog with an even temper, but they are a lot smaller. And also Samoyeds are also for herding reindeers, whereas the Alaskan Malamute is just a pure sled dog, and they are also called the pulling train of the sled dog family, whereas Huskies are more the racehorse. So with adding this breed, they also got a lot of the edges that most shepherd breeds have. Also the nature was a lot easier, a lot friendlier. And within the shepherd family you have the German shepherds, but also further cousins such as the Belgian shepherd, most known as the Malinois, and also the Dutch shepherd breed, most known as the smooth-coated Dutch shepherd. And those two types are a lot more intense and characterful and highly driven. And the German Shepherd was already quite a relaxed shepherd breed compared to most of the others. So that gives you some context as well. So the result is a Shiloh Shepherd, which is a lot bigger than a German Shepherd is. Also the chest is a lot broader. The colors are often quite the same, but also come in a higher variety, because the German Shepherd is normally black and tan, but now with the Shiloh Shepherd you also have a lot more grey scales in between. Some are even completely cream colored. They also have dogs that are very dark, which also was in the past a color you saw quite often with German Shepherd dogs. The character of a Shiloh Shepherd is a lot easier for the average family. They're also imposing dogs, so they have the German Shepherd look, but a lot bigger, like on steroids. But the character is very easy going. As the fence dog, once it should be going, it should be a stronger dog than a German Shepherd, but the drive is far less. So also the drive to protect, to be alert, to be wary of strangers. Okay, alternatives. Of course you could look at a regular German Shepherd, but then you have all the downsizes as well. There's also the old German Shepherd, which often comes with a long coat as well, and a straight back, and also a little bigger and more performance drive. So this could be the best performance version. And there's the King Shepherd, which is like the Shiloh Shepherd but even bigger, because next to Alaska Malamute it also adds Great Pyrenees blood, which is a big livestock protection breed. Goedemorgen. So that was the review about the Shiloh Shepherd. I hope you enjoyed. Have a great day.